morning, everyone. It is my birthday trip day and I am about to close up my suitcase, but I just had a delivery from Holland Cooper and I thought I'd open it and show you it. It's not part of a sponsorship, but obviously I have a long-term partnership with Holland Cooper, so it'll be marked as an ad in the description box down below. But I wanted to just open these with you because I am loving Holland Cooper new in, and I reckon that there will probably be some items that I might want to just quickly shove in my suitcase. So I thought we could open them together. Lovely box. I've actually been quite organised as well. I started getting packed yesterday, and I've got quite a selection of outfits. But I'm so excited. If you don't know, we're going to the Newt. This is like a bit of a surprise trip that I totally ruined the surprise of with Ali. Basically what happened was, I was filming something for Ali. One of my friends messaged Ali to be like, I know you're taking her away, and I was holding his phone so I could see the message, so I knew that he was taking me away. And then obviously it's all on me because I then hacked his emails and found out where we were going. Don't try and keep surprises from me. But Holland Cooper, oh, I'm so glad. Holland Cooper have done these vests. I'm gonna take one of these with me because I really love how these look underneath like shirts. They're the perfect ribbed ivory, so they're not white, so they've got a softer tone to them. A little bit of script on the back as well, and the new HC, which I just think is glorious. Love those. More shirts coming in hot as well. This is like their sort of more shirting shirt. I love a pinstripe and a contrast collar, so that is definitely coming with. We have, ooh, the longer version. Oh no, this is just classic white. Gorgeous. Look at the subtlety. Like, look at the subtlety. That is so beautiful. I really, really love their sort of direction that they are on at the moment. It's so gorgeous. They've also released some beautiful shirt dresses. This is their navy shirt dress. I've got it in 2 sizes, so I need to try those on. I also, oh, this polka dot dress. It's got the, oh, so pretty. Like, they've really thought about race day dressing, but like the other side of race day dressing, because look at this. I love that it's got the tie neck, and there is so much gorgeous fabric in the skirt as well, no scrimping. And then this one I saw in the showroom. This is their new beautiful pink polka dot longer shirt dress. So this is like almost to the floor. Again, lots of fabric in the skirt, but this will be so pretty for race day as well. There's lots of new stuff. I will try these things on with you, but I do actually have to be quite quick. I'm gonna pack myself, actually I'm gonna probably wear this Holland Cooper vest today, so that is that, because we're going on a country pursuit. I'll get those all hung and steamed and ready to go. Just so gorgeous. Love that so much. Okay, I need to put a bra on and I need to get dressed. I will show you my outfit. It's so weird today. The weather has like changed a bit, and so I'm sort of unsure of whether my outfit is now right because it's sunny, but it's supposed to be quite cold for the next few days. Not cold, but colder. So I've got layers, basically. Anyway, I need to get dressed. That's my husband probably banging to let me know that we need to go. This is my outfit to head to the Newt in Somerset. I am wearing Beaufort and Blake jeans, I'm wearing Charberry boots, I'm wearing my Mulberry Bayswater satchel, me and M green jumper, blue Beaufort and Blake shirt, and then I've got my Holland Cooper vest underneath in case I get hot, 'cause at the moment I've got a sweat tash. It's not supposed to be sunny today, but it is. I'm not moaning, but when you plan your outfits, you know, it can catch you off guard. My favourite colour combination at the moment is white, green and blue. I feel like that is the sort of Nancy Myers aesthetic that suits the English countryside the best. So there's just this little pop of blue underneath gives it that preppy vibe, and then the like oak shade of this really riches it up. But I'm ready to go, so we're going to load up the car and head to the Newt. I am just collecting some snacks. Oh, you've already helped yourself to one. I was going to have these for the road. One each. Now you've not. Okay, well anyway, I made these little like healthy treats. Basically Claudia made one of these for me a few weeks ago and I loved them, and I've been begging her to put the recipe on her Instagram, so I'm not going to tell you the recipe. You just go and find it on her Instagram, and it shows you and tells you everything there, because I actually didn't have the way to do, I didn't have the method, so I've done it in a bit of a strange way. But I'm going to take this with me for the road. Mr. Millen Gordon's already had his, and that is going to be my snack. But we're also stopping for a coffee apparently, so very happy about that too. But these are so good. Oh my goodness, literally the best healthy little treat. Well, we've made it approximately 10 minutes from the house and we're stopping for snacks. I like our approach, however there is like really bad traffic, so I think that's probably why it's taking us so long to get anywhere, but never mind. Snacks first, coffees first. We are 2 hours into our 3-hour journey. I actually think we're going to make it to the Newt without another stop. Do you think?
No, because I'm going to stop at some rubbish in the bin.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So we will be stopping, but we should be there soon. Ali stopped and got some snacks, so I have essentially been his waitress, sat in the car seat. We've had some wasabi peas, some salt and vinegar crisps, and then he opened up a wrap and decided that he didn't want the wrap anymore, and then finished my coffee instead. But we are well on our way. Whereabouts are we, do you think?
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire. We're in Wiltshire. And there we go, going past Stonehenge. Do you know, I've never actually got out and seen Stonehenge.
But put the window down, you can see it with your own eyes through no window. How does that feel?
Yeah.
You can say you've seen it with a raw eye.
I didn't realise that they had special interlocking joints though. I just thought that they were balanced like that, but who knew? Ali just said that's why they call it Stonehenge. No, I didn't realise. I just thought that it was so interesting because they'd found these rocks balancing on each other, but actually it's like an architectural process that had never been seen in prehistoric architecture.
Stone circles.
In stone circles, yeah. History with Ali Gordon. So I didn't realise that they actually had perfectly formed interlocking joints to hold those stones in place. They must be very, very safe to go and visit. But yeah, as I said, I've never actually got out. I think this is probably one of the 3rd times I've driven past, but never actually gone to see it.
Why else would we drive past it? What else is this way?
I'm pretty sure, is this not the way to Wales? Don't get me wrong, my geography is not that great, but I have definitely driven past before, I'm sure of it.
Do you think the traffic's slow because people are slowing down to look at Stonehenge?
Absolutely. I think many people would have just done what we did, where we go, oh, I've not been before, but look, there they are, and you slow down slightly. Ali wanted me to show you the alpacas. The wild alpaca.
Oi, oi!
Oh, bless them, they're such funny animals. Going through all of the beautiful villages at the moment. This is Front Hill Bishop, I believe. Very, very beautiful. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. Very pretty. Hindon Village Stores. I think this was something St Leonard, where we are.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Very lovely. The Newt in Somerset. I love the mix of wood and iron on the gates.
See that?
Is it a hare?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hare. Wow.
Wow, it's so tall.
Yeah, they're massive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's the gym. That is very cool. And the greenhouse with all of the flowers in the... Oh wow. This is so beautiful. Wow. Oh my goodness. My goodness me. So we are going for a quick walk around the gardens, and this is definitely what my approach wants to be a little bit more this year. It's using bits of wood and willow and what have you as supports for the garden, but I feel like we're going to be here at such a good time to see things in bloom. Like all of the tulips are up. This is so lovely, seeing the last of the daffodils. But we're going for a little walk around just whilst we wait for our... Oh yeah! That's what we could have done with our hydrangeas. Yeah, we're just going for a little walk around the gardens. There's lots of little things that tell you stuff as well, whilst we wait to get ready for our spa treatments that we're having as a little relaxation day as well. But I feel like there's a lot for us to see here. So we are currently in the red garden. So we were in the white garden to begin with, then we were in the blue garden, and now we're in the red. And there is reasons as to why they planted them. So red increases the pulse, breathing and metabolic rate. It's associated with love and war, and it also shouts VIP. Think of the red carpet. Here, rich reds are broken up with bold strokes of purple foliage provided by Labella Queen Victoria. The red hues float in seas of golden grasses, Steeper gigantea and Steeper tenuissima, reminiscent of our native poppies in fields of ripe wheat. The grasses also provide movement to amuse the eye. I love it. Oh wow, we're just about to introduce a little oak bench into our garden and a little pond. How lovely is that? Little drinking station, but there is also a bit of a view over. So this is almost like a decorative kitchen garden. So that's something I didn't know that they had here. Basically in this kitchen garden is where they'll have one of everything that they grow on site to use to produce. Look at that pheasant, as a duck. It's coming into land. But they actually have a separate farm that you can go and visit as well, where they actually produce all of the food that you eat here at the Neat. But this is like their decorative version, which I will very much enjoy exploring. I love all of this as well. This must be like live. Beautiful. Oh wow, look at that greenhouse up there. This is an area where we chop up plants to directly mulch the ground. This saves time. We would have spent removing it and bringing it to compost packing. Insulates the soil, protects it from heavy rain. Wow. So Ali and I have just come to explore this building. I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. And this is the gardener's cottage, which is effectively the Newt version of what our house is. So our house is named after the gardener's cottage, and what was there originally was a gardener's cottage, and they flattened it and rebuilt with our house. And it tells you a little bit of history about gardeners' cottages. Cottage is an architectural genre developed, despite its name, in England during the middle 18th century. In the midst of the Industrial Revolution, it harked back to an innocent pastoral past. So interesting. Also, that gardener living here during the 19th century had 9 children. Oh my gosh, I don't think you realise how small this is. Wow. Now you might hear there's quite a lot of children around at the moment because there's an Easter egg hunt going on. Oh my goodness, this is boot room goals. I love this. So pretty. Wow. I love that sink. Well, we have arrived to our room. And what a room it is. They've put all of our luggage, apologies, they're mowing the lawns, so all you've heard is the sound of them mowing the lawns, but it is a Monday, so I can imagine that that would be the day that they do this. But they went and got all of our luggage, which there is a lot, out of the car and popped them in this area here. You can close it off. Yeah, it is.
Nice finish, nice wood.
Yeah, really lovely. It's a nice little shiplap in there.
That is solid oak.
Wow. It's just so interesting. Like, look how beautiful those brass rails are. Yeah, but look at how beautiful that rail is. In our next house, I can't wait to do my wardrobe.
Yeah, nice chunky.
Yeah, so it's going to be so much fun.
That's actually starting to get a patina.
Yeah, everything with a patina. I'll take everything with a patina. And we assume that these are the flowers that my husband asked for me, but we're not too sure because he asked to put the flowers in the room, and then they said, oh, there's a little something from us, but we think that that's the seeds.
This looks like the boat I ordered, and I said, can you also add the vase?
Ah, they're so beautiful, babe.
I knew that you're going to leave it.
And you got thistles in there as well, which is my favourite thing.
Garden bouquet or something.
You're good, my love. You are good. I love bouquets with thistles in. They just feel that little bit more wild. So very, very well done. So this is going to be our bedroom for the night. My little bag there.
I like the...
Yeah, it's like a 4-poster bed, but not.
No, I like it. It is a 4-poster.
Yeah, well, yes, but it doesn't have the canopy. That's probably it. Then we've got our little complimentary mini bar with fudge, creamy clotted cream fudge, nuts, strawberry and rose chocolate. We've got oat cakes, oaty, which I don't know. Oh, I don't know what that is. Spiced apple oaty. I don't know. Brown bag crisps. There's a lot of complimentary gin and cider because they produce that here on the estate, because one of the things that I was reading about the Newt is they have 3,500 apple trees, of which there are 500 different variations of apple trees. And so that's what they use to make their cider. This is the bathroom. Oh my goodness. The bathroom is so beautiful. With an open fire, which I don't actually think you can use. They've just put logs in there. This is the bath that has views out of the avenue. If you can see, I don't know if you can see down there. That is the avenue. And then you also have views over the kitchen garden, as you can see. They are, and the croquet lawn, they are mowing the croquet lawn at the moment. And what they're having at the moment, because obviously it is Easter at the moment, they've got an Easter egg hunt in the grounds at the moment. And as I was saying, you can pay £40 and you can go in the grounds. You can't come in this area, but you can explore the grounds. There's a lot of information about gardening, and basically it centres around a lot of education around the gardens. And there's just so much information to take in. It tells you everything at every stage. So I'm really looking forward to going and exploring this part of their kitchen garden over here. Mr. Millen Gordon approved his and hers sinks, but look at the shower. Goodness me, that is a shower and a half. And I don't know what brand this is. Is this the Newt? Yeah, they've got their own shower gels and things like that, but this is like a car wash. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Love the colour on the walls, so pretty. And is this a heated towel rail right in the centre.
Oh yeah, we've seen those.
And I love this apothecary cabinet. How beautiful is that? With all the old coral sponges.
The netting's nice too. They just got a little girl and just like ripped it over her head and then just went, that's the shape we need.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's like a more contemporary version of like a bust, isn't it? Like a bit of art. But yeah, it's beautiful. So we are now having a day of relaxing, which I think I need. When I went for my wine walk with Carrie, she was very unwell. And I think at the moment my body is doing everything it can to like fight it off. So I think having some rest and some chill time will be nice. I'm having a facial and a massage. And then we have dinner this evening. Where are we having dinner? The botanical room. So I need to wash my hair as well, that's why it's up. But I thought there's no point in me washing it if I've got a facial and a massage, because I always love to say to people, yeah, get the oils in there. So we're gonna get ready and head down. What did you want to do? Did you want to do robes and go down there, or carry everything down? I just got back from having a facial and a massage that my husband booked for me. And just as I sit my little bottom down, the door goes and 2 carts of Bill cut salmon. Lovely, because it's very nice.
Is it?
Mm. And Carrie and I often get it.
Do you?
Mm.
Oh, pleased. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wasn't sure when it said Blanc de Blanc. I was like, I know that you used to like it, and then you kind of went off a bit.
Perfect, my love, it's perfect. Well, it has been a long time since I've worn this amount of makeup. My goodness me, it feels like a lifetime. Thought I'd show you my outfit for the evening. I am wearing my new bag, my little mini Bayswater, for the first time. And just bring this little Ujimi out, otherwise it looks a bit wonky donkey. And I'm wearing my Ralph Lauren shirt dress, Ralph Lauren cable knit cardigan. I have shoes to match, the bag, and my hair actually still has oil from the spa, but I thought I'd just leave it in there to marinate and I'll wash it in the morning. And then that is my outfit. And then I've got my very lovely husband, which I have something to show you in his outfit. So sometimes it pays to take a punt, and this lovely lady sent me something that she had on her Etsy store. I think it was her Etsy store, but I ended up buying it from her eBay store.
Yeah.
And it was just the most perfect gift for Ali. It's basically a vintage Dunhill tie, but everything on it is gardening related, and
Potatoes, carrots, gloves, spades, rake.
wellies.
wellies.
And it was just
like the fitting.
It's perfect. Yeah, perfect for today and perfect for him. So I bought it. I'll link her Etsy shop in the description box down below because it's like a small business and she just finds these wondrous pieces and I just thought that's so perfect for him. So I bought it straight away.
It is.
And you look very smart.
Thank you.
What are you wearing?
Vintage Dunhill, Newlingwood, Kit Blake, and Hawes and Curtis.
Lovely. Very nice.
Purple shoes, purple tie.
Oh, very nice. Let's go. The botanical room. So we're going to head down there. We've already had our lovely glass of champagne and we're just having a lovely old time. Very relaxing. Thank you, monsieur. I already know what Ali is going to have for dessert. He's just going to ask for ice cream and it will be the water buffalo ice cream that they have here. Yeah,
You can't not.
exactly. But we are eating in the botanical room this evening and we basically, you'll know from eating with Ali and I many times, we're quite strategic. We are going for the full 3-course meal. Ali is going to have the trout, which sounds delicious. Ali loves horseradish, so that makes sense. I'm gonna have the British white beef shin ragu with fettuccine and Old Winchester, because that sounds like everything that I would love. I'm also going for, I'm going beef and beef. I'm going very beefy. I really want to try the spring barley risotto with wild garlic and estate forage nettles. You'll know I love cooking with nettles, but I'm so hungry. The potato dumplings are just, I'm going beef and beef, I don't care. I'm gonna double beef. And then I'll probably have the croissant bread and butter pudding. Have you seen that? I wonder if it has raisins in it though. Yeah.
If it has, it has.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Obviously.
Very, very excited.
A little blossom.
It's so pretty. We are eating out here, which feels like we're eating in a very lovely greenhouse. Very cute. My hot date. Yeah, I think this would have been a patio and then they've then made it into an indoor-outdoor area.
Well, Lydia very nearly neglected you of seeing this evening's main, which is very naughty of you. After your big build-up, what you were wearing, where you were eating, and then you nearly cut them short of seeing what the actual main dish was. So I've gone for lamb and a side of jazzy potatoes, which we have found out, shall I say. We have found out that jazzy doesn't actually mean anything.
Doesn't mean that they shimmy up to the table.
No. And you have gone for?
The beef cap.
Lovely.
The dumpling is so good.
Little dumpling, little barky.
Little barky dumpling.
Then we've got a salad.
Yeah.
Just to look like we're being sensible. We're good?
So I have gone for the croissant bread and butter pudding and Ali has gone for the apple pudding with the buffalo milk ice cream.
I rate it.
And he very much likes it. And then I genuinely have told everyone that it is my birthday, so I didn't even act shocked when they brought this over because I was like, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm so terrible. You never tell anyone that it's your birthday, and I need to be more Ali, more covert. Yeah, well, it's very lovely. Cider truffles? No, cider jelly and truffles. Yeah, lovely. Good morning, everyone. We are about to go on our deer walk. We had a lovely dinner last night and then plopped ourselves into bed. And this is my outfit for the deer walk. I've got a base layer underneath because it is quite chilly today. I've also got my blue shirt, a little cable knit jumper from Ralph Lauren. These are H&M trousers. I've got little booties on and I'm going to take my barber as well. Yeah, so we're going for a walk in the deer park and that is my look of the day. I've been doing some work as well, so running a little bit behind schedule. Well, we are in the Land Rover and we've got our guide. We've actually lucked out. We've got a private tour today because the other guests didn't show up. So he's opening the gates in front of us and we are going to go and spot some deer. Wow!
This is some of our fallow deer. We've got about 60 something of them. I'm saying 60 something, the job to count them when they're all in wood. So fallow deer, they won't let us get too close, they're a bit more nervous than the reds. Fallow deer, so they originated from Turkey and Asia and they were brought to this country years ago, again for food. It's a food source.
Wow.
So proper colours are brown and white spots. But we got a few darker ones and a few white ones here. But the proper colour is a brown and white spots.
Like Bambi?
Like, these are your Bambis, really.
Yeah.
These are your Bambis. I often wondered why they were called fallow deer, and I've never really found an answer. I did Google it, because to me fallow means fallow land, not cultivated much.
Right.
But Google says it's the old English word meaning brown and white.
Ah.
So that's, if anyone can tell me different, I'd love to know different on that one.
Oh, perfect.
The males of these are called bucks. See, some of these stood up with little knobbles growing, so
yes.
they're called prickets. They're the young males, so they're coming up just a year old. The mums there without those little knobbles on, they're called does, and when they have their babies they're called fawns. So these are your actual Bambis.
Aww.
They are quite sweet. Which is worth a visit as well if you get time.
The bees-etium, that's where, because my husband's a beekeeper,
right?
As well. So you've got your own bees here.
Yes, we've got a bees-etium. I dread to think how many £1 million that cost to build. So.
Oh really?
Wow.
So that's really worth seeing. This actually is the old Roman road. The city of Bath is behind us. The Romans a couple of thousand years ago would have been coming down through here. So in front of us on the left, we've built a replica Roman villa and a museum.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just saying, go back to the 50s and 60s. Farmer was working the field. He found some pottery and different things. They did an archaeological dig. They found parts of the mosaics and bodies and foundations.
They found bodies.
Yeah, that's all.
Wow.
And we put the mosaic and the body in the museum there, and we built a replica Roman villa as well to what they think was there.
So the body is in there?
Yeah, the skeleton.
Wow. Yeah. It's got up and walked away.
You need the book for that, but out of all the things, I would try and recommend to do that.
Okay.
That is worth doing. Again, all these walls are new. Look, none of these tracks and walls existed. So like, all of these things have really happened in about 9 years.
Wow, 9 years.
Yeah. So if you think he bought it 2013, 2014, 2 or 3 years to get planning going through, then the newts, COVID, it's been quite a challenge to get things done.
Yeah, done an amazing job.
The other jobs, the first job I do in the mornings when I come here, we got free breeding pairs of great bustard birds. If you've ever heard of great bustard bird, which you probably haven't, it's a big like turkey bird. We shot them all in the 1800s for food. We're trying to do a breeding project. Ours came from Spain and they were £22,000 a bird. That's the kind of money we spent.
£22,000?
A bird, yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
These are a bit more chilled. Now again, like I said, we keep them as wild animals, but I have actually got 2 tamer ones that will come up to me, but I don't know whether they will today or not. That's how I move these red deer.
And then one standing up, he's like, hello?
Hello, probably.
That looks like a bull on the right. It's so big.
On the right?
On the right, there's a massive like.
Oh, with the stag? With the...
Yeah, we have got some sweet. So we've got 2 big stags. We've got Galahad and Percival.
The one with the big
and we've
horns.
got 5 other small, what I call staggies. Now I don't say all the stags will be here, but we
one stag there.
He's coming over!
And I can talk about them. So that's Lady. So, yeah.
That's Lady! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow!
Like in the wild, obviously, so in the rut, they'll all be fighting until one becomes a dominant stag, and that was Galahad, this one last year.
Galahad, this one close to us or behind?
The one this side, believe it or not. He's a bit older, this one, believe it or not.
Yeah.
The reason the other one behind's got bigger antlers, he dropped his antlers off a few days before this one.
Ah.
So this is only about 2 weeks growth, and that's about 3 weeks growth on the other one.
Wow!
So they'll all be fighting the stags till one becomes the winner, and it was Galahad, and he will then get all the females in a group in the field. He will hold all the females in the group together. He won't let any of the other males get near them, but sometimes one of the females will wander off. If he hasn't served her, he will have to go and chase her back in. Whilst he's doing that, all the other stags are trying to get to a female. So for 4 to 6 weeks, he will be chasing all the other stags, and he won't feed in all that time, so he lose a lot of weight. So one stag will breed, I think it was 35 females last year.
Wow.
So over about the 4-week period.
And do you bring another stag in because you want to make sure
jiggle
that
the
you're
genes
getting...
up.
Yeah.
Jiggle the genes up. In the wild, one stag will be dominant and breed with his daughters for a few years till another one comes in and pushes them out. Nature works perfect on that one, to be honest, it really does. It's been a long time for the winter coats to go this year. Well, everything in nature is all upside down at the moment, and that's all there is to it. So
It's also quite. It was quite a mild winter, wasn't it? So I would imagine.
Mild and wet.
Yeah. So it just.
Wet and horrible,
Yeah.
basically,
There was no
wasn't it?
real snow and no real it was hardly sub-zero.
Yeah.
There wasn't the amount of frosty mornings that I'm
You know,
used
it's
to.
not what it used to be.
No, we're getting. That's why our wine production's getting better, isn't it? Because our climate's getting warmer. We're getting a bit more like the south of France.
But then I like cold, dry, frosty winters.
Same here. I
Frosty
love a
winters.
frosty morning. Yeah.
Frosty mornings, yeah.
I bet that's magical
it
here
is
as
up
well.
here, and
Yeah. So there's a lot of studies around the healing powers of horses. However, I would be very, very intrigued to know if anyone has ever done any studies about the healing power of deer, because they are so majestic. Ali's just taking some pictures for our lovely guide. They are so majestic and they remind me, and like in an energy way, of horses. So beautiful. We have just finished off our deer park tour with James, who was absolutely incredible. And now we're just taking a very scenic walk to lunch. We're having lunch, I believe, just over there. But yes, there's lots of different types of apple trees. But the blossom on this is bigger than our crabapple.
Right.
I love this.
Yeah.
Trailing,
Yeah.
the trailing rosemary is just my favourite.
So is this a type of rose?
Yeah.
And you can still get the same, you can still put it on your roasties.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells the same as well.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of garden inspo whilst you're here.
I wonder why they've got a little rock hanging.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Oh, this is the Steve Jobs apple. Wow. Steve Jobs explained that he was on one of my fruitarian diets and returning from an apple farm when he thought of calling his company Apple Computer. The name was fun-spirited and not intimidating. Rob Janoff created the company logo in 1977, rainbow stripe, to highlight the computer's unique ability to reproduce colours. So Ali and I were just wondering why all of the trees have these stones anchoring them, and apparently this is typically applied to younger trees to promote a certain type of growth. So it encourages a goblet-shaped growth pattern and helps create a tree structure that is both appealing and beneficial for fruit production. So there is method to this very, very interesting thing, because we were just noticing that every so often there was just a stone in a little section of wire hanging from each tree. Very, very beautiful though. I thought it might have been something like folklore. Well, we found our little area. Is that Northamptonshire as well? So they must be labelling where the apple trees originate from, because this is the Thorpe's peach from Northamptonshire. We are currently walking the gardens of the Newt after lunch. Unfortunately, just as I was telling you about the Northamptonshire apple trees, my battery sadly died. I didn't have another one with me because I only had my coat with me. But we are now taking a little bit of a solo, impromptu walk of the gardens. Isn't it so pretty? I'm very much enjoying being here at daffodil season, because this carpet that lines this footpath is quite something outside the facade of the house. It is very lovely. So we're staying in the main house, and our bedroom is actually those windows, those 3 windows there, and then that's our bathroom window there. So we have this whole flank of that floor, and it means that we get to look out over all of this, which is very lovely. We are just walking into where the spa garden is, and I feel like it's very apt that they would have a herb garden like this here next to a spa, because if you think about how many of the herbs and botanicals are utilised in products and spa treatments today, it makes perfect sense. So I'm guessing that this is an entire bed of mint, and I have to say, mint is another one of those herbs that gets a bad rep. It's like, oh my god, it takes over. Yes, it does. But if you realise that there is so much beauty in mint, especially in home decor, one of my favourite things to do is to just cut a load of mint and pop it in a jar of water, whether it's like a pickling jar or something like that. It has the most beautiful, rich tones to the leaves and the stem. I think this might be an apple mint, I'm not entirely sure. No, just normal mint. But if you look, it's got really, really dark stems. It just looks so dramatic in like an old antique pickling jar on the side, and it lasts forever because it will just live in water, so it's really good. But then this reminds me of actually the herb garden over the wall at our house, because she has a very, very beautiful, almost like it must be very, very old herb garden. So we've got lemon balm, we've got thyme, we've got lots of different types of thyme. Actually, this is basically their lemon balm and thyme herb area, which that must mean that those work really, really well together. Again, more apples, more apple trees planted, which is beautiful. Here we have verbena, which is beautiful as well, and there's just so much beauty in how they've done this. And honestly, I think this willow hedging, which is what we've used for our beds on the terrace now, this is such a great way to introduce raised beds, because if you look at this, it's actually just done with some mesh, and then they've kept everything
quite large stumps going down there.
Yes, yeah, to support it, absolutely. But in all honesty, just get some soil in there, you'll be fine, and you'll just support it as you go. But this is a truly, truly beautiful herb garden, so gorgeous. Oh, look, yarrow, for making yarrow tea. Oh my gosh. So this is a really good plant to grow. In fact, I'm going to get some of this in the garden this year. We actually have it in our wildflower, but obviously we've got little sausage dogs and chickens, so I wouldn't probably want to pick it if it's at floor height. But it's good for a tea if you struggle around that time of the month, because it contracts the blood vessels. So it's a really soothing tea for girly probs. So these are something that I've learnt about recently. These are, I think they're called sable stones, and we're looking at these because we're obviously looking at getting a new chicken coop, and we want the chicken coop to sit on 4 sable stones. And there's actually a really beautiful little building up here that's built around some sable stones. So we're going to go and have a look. Ali is just pottering down the road. We're just having a lovely little explore of the gardens. This setup right here is probably my dream house setup. Just a really obscure building with lots of different rooms and barns and dwellings, basically, because this is just so beautifully done. And look, this is exactly what I was explaining to you, this particular room here on the sable stones, but it's kind of done differently. I'm not too sure whether they're real or how it works, but it's just so gorgeous. Yeah, little waggy. So gorgeous. Oh my goodness me. So beautiful. Look how beautifully it's done. Are those like, they've like made those nasturtiums climbing. I don't... Oh, the smell in here. I wish you could smell it. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I need to get some pelargoniums. These are so pretty. We are now outside of what is the gym, and it has a beautiful kitchen garden situated in front of it, and I'm very, very inspired by this planting that they've done here, because they've got rhubarb and then they've interspersed it with some tulips. That's such a wonderful way to get a little bit of like a cutting garden feeling alongside your rhubarb, and their rhubarb is doing very, very well. I might try and get my forces off when I get back, but just having a little peruse around. This is very interesting though, because this is like a living willow hedge. It's literally got so many little sprouts on there as well. It looks so good. I honestly can't get over how gorgeous this is. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful space. Got lemon trees in here, lots of different citrus trees, pelargoniums, nasturtiums, which I'm probably 100% sure they're using in all of their salads and dishes and things like that. But I wish you could smell it. Well, we have had all of the seasons today and we're now having a little bit of a wet walk around some more of the gardens, but actually arguably I'd say this is quite a good time, because what we've realised is we're here when it's Easter, and so that's why there's so many children here. But it's different because you can obviously come and walk around the gardens and then you can go back to your hotel, and that's only for residents. But now that it's raining, it's just us out and about. And we're just coming down to the little lambing shed down here where the mamas and the bubbas. Oh, hello. What a cute little lambing shed. So pretty. Hello, Mama. Ali and I were just saying that they have gone to so much trouble to make everything so informative, and we fully appreciate it. So this is some fun facts about lambs. Did you know that sheep can recognise faces of other people and sheep? They have lots of friends. So lovely. Oh, lambs can lose their voice. They almost have 360-degree vision. Oh, you are so fluffy. Look at these proud mamas. Proud mamas. Oh, you look a little bit sleepy, my small star. A little bit sleepy. That nice? That nice? Yeah. That nice. They breathe so fast. Oh. Okay, Mama? Oh, yes. Does that taste nice? Oh, yes. Little camel mouth. We're now coming down onto the lawn where you'll have a very beautiful vista of the main house at the end. Look at that. That is something, isn't it? Now we're going into the sort of staging kitchen garden, which just showcases what they grow, whereas a fully working kitchen garden that would be able to feed all of the restaurants here and things like that would be very, very big and abundant. And so this is just more of a showcase. Wow, I love this for their peas. And these won't be sweet peas, not in the kitchen garden, but look at that. How gorgeous is that? Instead of just buying an iron trellis, utilising...
Yeah, little skills over it, don't you?
No, not at all. You just find the right branches. Look, they've just woven that into the ground. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, this has to be the most impressive.
It's an insect hotel.
Yeah, insect hotel. I like how they've used like the dried bits from the kitchen garden. They've got sunflower heads in there, pine cones.
Bugs that eat bugs live here. Nature's policeman.
Ah, so they've got this here so that it helps with pollinating and managing pests in the kitchen garden. Wow. Very beautifully done. And these are some serious cold frames.
Yeah.
Look at those. Foster and Pearson Beeston near Nottingham. Wow. Got some lettuces in there. That is a cold frame and a half. And then their fruit cages.
That would look epic as a chicken coop.
Yeah. That's what we would have to do to ours.
Yeah, but
Look at that.
So much nicer than what we've done.
Yeah.
Like proper.
Well, this is no, babe. Ours looks very beautiful.
Imagine this though.
Yes, as a chicken coop, it'd be lovely. As a chicken pen, beautiful fruit cages. Gosh, they really like violas here. Got them everywhere. And look at this. They're utilising the dried foliage to support the plants. How lovely does that look? There's such great structure. Right, outfit of the afternoon / evening. We're about to go wine tasting before dinner, so I thought I'd just get myself ready for dinner. Dinner's actually quite relaxed. So essentially I'm wearing pyjamas that look really elevated. I've got silk trousers on from Lily Silk. I've also got a new Lily Silk sleeveless roll neck, which is obviously silk. And then to go over the top to be a different, it's a different finish, but the same shade. This is a silk shirt from Susanna London. And then my shoes, they are very comfortable. And this is my first time ever wearing shoes that have like proper support and cushioning in them.
but yet still look really good with the outfit. They almost have a bit of a sporty feel to them because they're a bit mesh, but love them. And then I'm thinking about just going with my mini Bayswater as like a bit of a pop. Hopefully I'm not going to be cold, but we shall see. I'm very much looking forward to trying lots of different lovely wines. So we're going to head down to the wine cellar now, and apparently this is the oldest part of the building, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
So what you are seeing is the aftermath of our wine tasting. Obviously we are here as normal guests, and so we were here with other guests as well, and I didn't want to disturb any of their wine tasting, but what we were trying was these 6 wines. Now, as you can see, this one is the official rosé of the RHS Chelsea Flower Show. I have enjoyed this many times at Chelsea Flower Show, but this one is actually, it's going to be the last year that they are the Chelsea Flower Show rosé this year. This is the sister property from the Newt, so they have Babylon Store in South Africa. They also have a vineyard in Tuscany from the Chianti region, and we were trying some of those wines as well. This is from the wine club that they have, and I have to be honest, this is one of the most beautiful wine bottles I have ever seen. It is just so beautiful and wild. I loved it. So this is their Pinotage, and that was very lovely actually. The open bottles that we were trying are here. We had the wonderful Maisie running us through the wines. We had such a good group as well, but this is the wine cellar where we were doing it. It's absolutely spectacular as a space, and I was very glad that I brought my cardigan because it was cold. But there's also a little well down here. Got some mortar and pestles. I've got some of their, I believe this is their champagne and rosé and white storage down here, and then their red storage is through here. But what an incredible space to have. Oh, that sun flare. So we finished up wine tasting. Oh, you can't even see us. And I actually went and got changed. I'll show you my outfit in a second. I only changed my trousers and my cardigan because it was too cold. But we have found our golf buggy at the Newt. You get one for your room, and we are in number 1, and we are heading down, is it to the farmyard?
Yeah,
hotel?
I don't know where I'm going, but that's okay.
So with this, oh,
Reversing first.
oh gosh, oh,
Be careful of that.
yeah, I got it. Ooh. I bet you that's a map. Tells you where you're going. Oh, I forget how much you're a seat. Yeah, I forget that. Yeah, the driving of a golf buggy is.
Where's the beer?
Yeah, it's his favourite thing. It means playtime usually. We're currently driving through the orchard, little bit nippy. Just every so often you just find a little pocket, a little garden that's been created somewhere, and it's just very beautiful. We've got this gentleman up ahead, by the way, who is actually guiding us. Yeah, I actually think he's just a guest that was being very helpful, but he's been very sweet on his bike. Gosh, so pretty. So this is their like sort of bee museum as such, where you get to learn all about the bees basically. So Ali and I have come up to the farmyard, and we are in what appears to be like the sort of communal area where you have a self-service bar, but they've also got a fire which they're actually having a bit of trouble getting it to actually light at the moment. We've also got chess, and we are playing backgammon.
I'm just about to spin some dice.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a big number there.
But you didn't get
5 and a
doubles.
6.
Yeah.
Didn't get a double. However, when you look at the board, I'm dominating.
Are you?
Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I need to get moving these guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cheating. 2 and a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it. I'm gonna take the risk. Yeah, but you've got other things that you can move.
No, you have to prioritise getting off the bar.
Oh, so it's my go.
Roll there.
Oh wow, this is good. So when I did that, I really nailed it when I got myself on that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Get back on there, please.
You are. If I get that, you're a big Alright, roll 1, I got 1. No 1.
No, you can't. You can't put your 5 there.
No 1.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
then I'll get 5 comes down.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you get on
1, 2, 3. No, so I'll just take these 3. One.
Yeah. And then 2. You get to move 1, 2. 2 and a 6. Oh, you've not won yet?
No, I've not won yet. Hold on, mate, so that one can come off.
Yeah, that was 1. So it's impossible for me to win. 6 and a 1. 6 and a 1. The game was taken down. 6 and a 1. The game was taken down.
But how do I put my top over my head?
I don't know, don't try it.
We're just leaving dinner. We had dinner at the Farmyard restaurant this evening after Ali got an absolute whooping at backgammon.
A whooping? You mean like 4 things?
I absolutely destroyed you.
4 men, as they call it.
The only time I can ever... Oh my god, that's so windy!
Oh my goodness me. That is never.
So we're in a golf club buggy going back, but usually we're used to doing this if it's like in the Maldives. I don't think that's the way we go, my love.
No.
Yeah. Oh my god. It is so cold. The only time we've ever done this is like in the Maldives when it's really, really warm. We're in April. We might actually be halfway back to Northamptonshire. Oh my god, it's so cold. Maybe we can phone up and ask for hot water bottles. That looks like
we've got them in the room.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I might need a kettle then.
We've got a kettle.
Good.
Otherwise, how do you have tea? I bet your lips are blue and your hands are blue.
I would not survive 1 minute on Everest.
No, you'd have lost all your toes and all your fingers. Still haven't got to that duck house though, and that duck house is quite a way away from where we were. There we go, duck house. We have the duck house. This is where we go under the road. Oh, look at the little ducky on the...
Oh, it's waiting to go in. Go to bed.
Little ducky doo-dahs.
And Canada geese.
There you go.
See, look.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh dear.
Have a cracking night. You didn't know that one was coming. Sharp right. Sobers you up, doesn't it?
Yeah, literally stone cold sober now. Ali's such a goody two-shoes that he refused to leave the golf buggy at the entrance. Instead, we are hiking back to our room. It's so cold. Not the usual setup, but we are in the changing rooms here at the Newt. We are heading home today. It's our 3rd day here, and we are going to head to the spa. So I've got all of my stuff in my holdall, which this is actually Ali's holdall that I have adopted. And then I've got my bits and pieces to take with me to the spa in here, like my book. I just downloaded a new book as well. So I'm gonna get myself into my spa attire, probably wash my face as well, and enjoy a couple of hours here before we head for lunch and then make the journey home. So yes, very much looking forward to properly experiencing the spa, because I obviously had a treatment before. This is probably one of the most beautiful spas I've ever been to. There is no one in the changing rooms at the moment, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour. Dyson appliances, lockers, big mirror, dressing gown, showers, changing room, the whole kit and caboodle. Wow, the pool is absolutely gorgeous. I actually cannot cope with how beautiful it is. I love these drum bins with fresh drinking water. You've also got the most beautiful view. My goodness me. How wonderful. So I'm dicing with death here, but I brought you into the jacuzzi, which looks out over the herb garden that we explored earlier. So that's the herb garden over there. And there's lovely little seating. This is a dream. This is honestly like my house dream, to have some kind of courtyard garden like this where you look how, like, you always think that putting something like this in would make it ugly, but like look at how beautiful it just fits into the space. It is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I love it so much. Husband got me some water, and we are looking out over this beautiful little area. This is honestly the most beautiful spa I've ever been to. The attention to detail in here, I love. This is my favourite part.
See how big this looks?
I love that they've got real candles as well.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate that. We're about to go into the sauna. So this is so it gives you a bit of a history of the saunas. The Mayans used them 3 millennia ago during the Middle Ages when Europeans were remarkably dirty. Only the sensible Finnish took saunas. They built special wooden huts, placed large stones in fires to create sufficient heat. During the past half century, the practice spread worldwide. And we also have the halotherapy. Derived from the Greek word alus, meaning salt, halotherapy involves breathing salty air. Its health benefits are, oh wow, for the respiratory, this will be good for us. Yeah, wow, this is salt. This must be Himalayan pink salt. Wow, oh my gosh, let's do this one first. Yeah, oh I love this. We have finished off at the spa and we've gone and had lunch, and now we are just having a little bit of a mooch around. I am at the back of the stables. Cute little bridle there hanging at the bottom of the stairs, but this is such a gorgeous little area. It's almost like a bit of a village. It's very, very pretty.